if someone came up to you and said you have 1 minute to place 3 items in a bag that symbolize your past, present, and future, what would you put in your bag? Well, in the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you the things that I would put in my bag that symbolize my past, present, and future. The first thing would be my wedding picture, which to me symbolizes my past. The next thing is a house key, which symbolizes my present. And then finally, a baby blanket that was made by my great-grandmother that symbolizes my future. The first thing that I would place in my bag would be a picture from my wedding. To me, this picture from my wedding symbolizes my past. It happened on May 5th, 2007 at the church that I grew up in. All of our family and friends attended the event, even though it rained and it was cold. I remember that we had moments of laughter and moments of sadness as we made this big commitment in our lives. We also had a wedding reception after the wedding, and we had lots of warm wishes from our family and our friends. Every time I look back at this picture, though, it symbolizes our past together, and it also, to us, symbolized our future together as well. The next item that I would place in my bag would be my house key, and to me this symbolizes my future. We actually bought a house back in August of 2008. It was a cute little 3-bedroom house on 3.5 acres of land, and to me this symbolized a success in our lives because it was something that we bought together as a married couple, and it also symbolized something that was ours and we could make the decisions in our lives on. And it also showed that we were responsible in making this decision, and we didn't have to worry about what other people thought because it was something that we did on our own. And every time that I pull in the driveway or I go in the front door, it just makes me feel like I've accomplished something in my life, and it makes me look forward to the future that me and Seth will have in this house. The next thing that I would put in my bag would symbolize my future would be this baby blanket. This baby blanket was actually made by my great-grandmother when I was born, which was on March 28, 1984. It has a bunch of different nursery rhymes on it, like Little Miss Muffet and Little Boy Blue. And it actually, at the bottom, has my full name and date of birth. And to me, this symbolizes my future because it is something that I one day want to have is a family with Seth in our house that we purchased together. And I would like to give this blanket to children of our own that they can pass down from generation to generation and, you know, have something to remember their past by. What I would put my items in would be this bright and colorful Vera Bradley bag. And to me, this symbolizes my personality because it's bright and colorful, but it also, to me, symbolizes what I would want for my future, and that would be for it to be bright, like my past and present has been. So if somebody came up to me and they said, you've got 1 minute to put 3 things in a bag that represent your past, present, and future, it would be simple for me. It would be, first of all, it would be my wedding picture that was from the past, which symbolized my past with Seth. Then the present would be my house key, which symbolized the present and a moment in our lives that we won't ever forget, which was the purchase of a new home. And finally, the third thing would be this baby blanket, which was made by my great-grandmother, which symbolizes our future together and wanting to have kids and for them to have something to pass on to their children. So, as you can see, there's many things that people would put in their bag, but those are the things that I've chosen that mean the most to me.